Hey, didn't expect to see a New Year's video out of me, did ya? Okay, I mean, it's the second. It's fucking close enough as far as I'm concerned. With each new year comes new opportunities for growth. And what better way to motivate myself to run screaming into the future than to stare in terror at the horrors of the past? A little while back, I had made a video on my channel where I made fun of the first episode of my Twilight Princess Abridged series. And while that was my first video, I actually do not consider it my worst. So, please join me in today's video as I try to endure and tear into what I consider to be the worst video I've probably made on this channel. Twilight Princess The Abridged Series, Episode 6. And yes, that is the one with Mayor Beau. Alright everybody, let's stare into the void together. Jesus.
On the last episode of Dragon Ball Z. Dang it, I keep doing that. Wait, okay, get it right this time.
You don't even sound remotely similar to the narrator from DBZ. I'd say nice try though, but
something very important to the plot, but was cut off at
nah.
the last minute by Zond. It was all part of my diabolically evil plan. Yeah. Shut up. Sorry. So anyways,
so meta, dude.
Link that I seem to have lost the script for this particular scene.
Oh no.
I'm gonna kind of wing it or something.
Oh, please don't.
Anyways, there's
oh, please don't wing it. Please don't wing it.
Going in his head, and somehow that gives her the power to break through the
You're not ready. You're not ready, child. You need more time.
Rock hat thingy look even more ridiculous. And apparently, each of these 3 different rock pieces are spread out throughout the next 3 temples for some reason. So anyways, after that, Link,
for some reason, ho, he's uncommitted to his words because he doesn't have a script.
Well, anyways,
what a fucking joke! He doesn't have a script, and he doesn't know what to say. It's so funny that you didn't write anything for this opening. Christ!
Hiding in some kind of Indian casino or something to hide from the Twilight monsters. Oh man, I see those monsters out there, man. They're gonna get us, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Jesus, man, that was like 4 mans.
Finally arrived, the day of Rakadiga's cub. You shall all be destroyed, but I shall be seated at Satan's right-hand side. Long live hell. Long live Satan.
That joke there is actually perfectly fine with me. I mean, that child is rather ominous.
My slave. Well, go to hell. That's precisely what I'm counting on. Oh man,
okay, well, you know, I sensed a tiny amount of wit in that line. You just delivered it without any sort of actual skill.
I'm just telling it like it is,
you know.
Man. What the heck is wrong with your voice, man?
You know, it's like a little piece of corn, not a gigantic turd.
The Jamaican accent would probably have been a lot better, but the voice actor is not really good at making Jamaican accents, so I sort of just did this instead. Aye, they're after me, Lucky Charms. Man, is it just me or is the voice actor starting to run out of original voices? It's starting to
Jesus Christ, stop breaking the fourth. God, stop breaking the fucking fourth wall. I know you're insecure about your fucking writing and you really want to show off that you're like really witty and self-aware and intelligent. I understand, but you can't just use that to compensate for the fact that you're afraid to put in the effort to write actual characters, because that might actually, you know, force you to take risks. And you know, hey, why take risks? Risks only drive people forward and help them improve. Just keep constantly pointing out that what you're doing is a work of fiction. That's super witty. I mean, granted, it's something that pretty much anybody could figure out except for extremely young children and incredibly psychotic people. But no, yeah, man, you are super smart for acknowledging that what you're writing is fiction. Just keep pointing it out. It'll always be funny. Don't allow anyone to get attached to anything you've created. Don't actually put time and effort and take risks and trying to develop characters that people can get attached to. Just don't give a fuck about anything you're making. And, you know, that's the key to success. That's the key to great comedy. Just don't invest your audience in anything you do because you're too insecure to actually, you know, try. Oh, hold on a second. Let me do what everybody else does when they get to these parts in the video. And skip.
Hey, look, it's another spirit. Hey, can you help me? No, I'm lazy too. Dang it. Hey, it's you guys. And I'm the man who kept them safe. What's wrong with your voice? It really doesn't... I know, it doesn't really match the character. We've already made that joke. Alright, look, I need...
Well, you know, you gain points for the self-awareness. You lose many more points for the
Gorons
for
are
the
very
redundancy,
friendly.
though.
They love humans. Oh, great. Ow. Jackass. Ah, what the hell? You told me it was safe.
Hold on a second. What the fuck was that voice? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait, just...
Ow. Jackass.
Survive as long as you can. Oh, is that... Dude. That was some... The giant from that's some giant from Garzy's Wing level shitty acting. Like, that's... That fucking voice, man.
Survive as long as you can!
What are you doing?
It is. It's the giant from Garzy's Wing. Hold on. Let me see this again.
Ow. Jackass.
Hey guys, subscribe to my channel for more quality voice acting. Jesus Christ.
Ah, what the hell? You told me it was safe. Oh, I just wanted to see if you'd do it, and you totally did. Oh, that was so funny. But no, seriously, they hate humans. Well, how am I supposed to get up there then? Well, there's only one man I know who was able to gain the trust of the Gorons.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Who is it?
I wonder who that one man could be.
Link, you've come back to me.
And it's only uphill from here, you know.
Look, Mayor... Wait a minute. I am riding a horse. Epona, when did you get back here? I don't know. I think you found me in Kakariko Village or something.
Well,
Oh.
thank you for addressing this potential plot
must
hole.
skip that
You
part
have
or
such a commitment to continuity.
Oh, well, anyways,
Thanks for completely grinding the episode to a halt to just try to fill a plot hole that no one would have given a shit about.
and yes, I can help
Because
you.
it's a fucking Zelda
I'm not
abridged
asking for
parody.
sex, I'm asking for help. Naked help? Look, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I need to come inside your house. Mirbo? Oh god. This is the happiest day of my life.
Innuendo after innuendo after innuendo is pretty much all we're gonna be getting from this point forward for the rest of the video. So strap in, it's...
From the oven. Oh god.
You're in for a ride, and it's a very,
I found out that I was some kind of
very,
legendary hero.
very
Now
disappointing
I'm on this
ride.
mission to go through a bunch of random temples. I don't really know why.
It's not really a
so far, I've
ride
been
with an
collecting
upward
these
slope.
random
It just kind of
rock things.
starts here and
Still
then
don't know
just
why.
keeps going
Long
down.
story short, I need your help getting
And then
into the Goron
crashes because they didn't bother to
That's a
finish the
pretty
ride.
interesting story. Why don't you make yourself comfortable somewhere and tell me all the details? Like, on my bed, for example. No thanks. I think I'll just stand back, unviolated, over here. I bet it gets pretty hot inside that dirty old tunic. You know, if you start getting a little hot and sweaty, it's alright with me if you want to take all your clothes off. I'm perfectly fine with it.
Jesus, you know, at the time,
Oh, that's fine.
at the time I
If you're
wrote
conscious
this.
about it, I can take off
Oh,
my
sorry,
clothes, too.
wrote.
Please, Mirbo.
But at the time I recorded this,
But here's an
I
idea.
remember
Why
being
don't we
so
continue this
fucking proud of
conversation in
myself
my
for this
shower?
episode. I was
Naked.
so like,
Mirbo, I
oh
don't have
man,
time for this.
woo!
Are you sure?
When I upload this shit, man, it's gonna be comedy gold!
There, I'm fine.
Fucking comedy gold!
Fresh out of the oven. No. Really, I'm
What a
not
poor,
interested.
naive child I was.
No, Mayor, I know you drugged the cookies. Look, Mirbo, I'm on a mission right now, okay? You can make horrible attempts at trying to seduce me later, but right now I just need you to cooperate with me.
See, even Link wants the fucking story to get back on track. He's like, look, man, I know you just want to keep making shitty sex jokes over and over again, but come on, man. We gotta get this episode over with. We gotta move the plot forward. Please stop it.
Well, I need to get into the Goron Caverns, but the Gorons won't let me in. I need to know how to gain the approval of the Gorons and earn their trust. And some random guy in town with a weird accent told me that you might know. Well, that man with the weird accent whose son I've probably slept with was right.
Jesus Christ!
Gain the Goron's approval.
What the
There's
fuck?
only one way
Just
to
a
do it.
casual reference to
What's that?
child
You have to beat them
molestation.
in a
No
wrestling
joke
match.
about it or
That's
anything,
great.
just...
I don't know how to wrestle.
Hey, just want to
Who
put
the
it
heck is
out
supposed
there.
to teach me
I
how-
fucked some guy's kid.
Oh, God, no.
It's like you understand the
Before you say
concept of
no, for
edgy
the love of
humor, like you
God.
it's like you've
I'm
heard of
really
edgy
surprised
humor,
to be a
but you're
professional
forgetting the
wrestler.
humor
I can
part,
take you
which
down
is
to
great,
another
because now you're just
wrestling
reminding people of
stadium.
something
Teach you
horrible
how to
without
wrestle.
making them laugh
Well, I
about
guess I
it.
don't have any choice.
You know, that's
Come
the
on,
key
follow
to
me, I'll
quality
show you
comedy,
my
right?
moves. What? I'll show you my wrestling stadium. A
Oh my
few
god,
minutes later,
this is fucking garbage.
well, here we are, in my wrestling chamber.
I wonder what's gonna happen in the wrestling
Follow
chamber. Is he going to
Yes.
continue making terrible sexual innuendos over and over again?
I started my
Let's
wrestling
find
career
out.
About 25 years ago. Is that when you built this thing? Actually, no. I started building it the day after I met you. Yeah, I changed my mind. I think I'm just gonna leave now. Too late, Link. I've already locked the door. And the key's inside my pocket. Unless you want to reach in there and grab it yourself.
Why are you making okay, like the whole so like the whole problem with this fucking episode, the whole thing, I don't even give a fuck about this because it's just the same thing until the end. Like it's just him making bad sex jokes with it. The whole fucking problem with this entire fucking video, like this entire like sequence with Mayor Bo, he's making innuendo after innuendo, right? You know, because like, oh, it's sex jokes. It's like it's clear that like I've watched other entertainment. It's clear that at the time I'd watched other entertainment where characters like make sexual innuendos. The only reason though that those jokes ever work is because the character doesn't know that that character wants to fuck them, and they're missing out on the really obvious hints that the character wants to fuck them. Link already knows that Mayor Bo wants to fuck him. So none of this fucking works. He doesn't have to be like, the key's in my left pocket. Why you reach in there and grab it yourself? Like the whole reason Old Man Herbert kind of works is because Chris doesn't know Old Man Herbert wants to have sex with him. It's like I watched Family Guy, saw Herbert, decided I want to make that character my thing, and completely misunderstood why the joke even makes sense in the fucking first place. This whole fucking video is garbage. The joke doesn't work because Link knows you want to fuck him!
But there was just an accident.
And this whole episode is just me frustrated, like...
Forget it. I don't even want
It's just so agonizing to watch. It's like I'm realizing, it's just frustrating because this whole thing is just an entire fundamental misunderstanding of like.
I already got my fill for today, but I need to give you these. What the heck are these? Boots. Really, really heavy boots. And how are these boots actually gonna help me?
I am ashamed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Internet. I apologize.
So now you'll be able to stand a better chance against the Gorons. So, other than being incredibly heavy and painful to wear, what else can these things do? They can make it completely impossible.
Okay, well now that we're done making horribly immature sex jokes over and over again in completely unfitting situations, finally we get back to some observational comedy making fun of the game. Well, good job.
I know how hard it must be for you to have to leave me like this, but Link? He'll come back. I know he'll come back. I'm so lonely. Oh well, at least I still have my Link action figure.
Oh, that's right, the Link action figure thing. That was an odd joke, kind of. It's an action figure, right? So unless the characters in this series are actually making their own action figures, doesn't that imply like there's a massive production of Link action figures like in this world? In my version of the Twilight Princess universe? Do they mass produce Link action figures? Why? Link's just some random dude from a town who nobody's heard of yet. He hasn't even saved the fucking world yet or built a reputation for himself. Why are there action figures already? I mean, what a weird fucking joke. I don't even know if it's a joke. He just, it's like, ooh, I got a Link action figure. An action figure implies production and business. Of course, that is the least of the issues with this video, but I feel like I've said enough. Now, brutal self-flagellation aside, I don't actually hate my younger self as much as this video might indicate, and I think a lot of the mistakes I made in this video are pretty common mistakes for people to make who are new to making any form of media. You know, like using things I've seen in other forms of entertainment without really understanding how to use them. And I guess if there's anything to be gained from this whole experience, this whole video right now, maybe it's maybe it's that if I can make a video this fucking shitty, then and I can move on from that douchebag Link, well, maybe there's hope for all of us on this platform. Either that or, I don't know, maybe I was just looking for an excuse to talk about myself. That's also a distinct possibility. Regardless of the reason, I hope you at least had a good time watching and were somewhat entertained. I probably won't be able to get another video out for quite a few months, and any thought of a future video series is probably a little bit off in the future. I don't know if you can tell this background right here is a little different from some of the backgrounds you may have seen in the past. I recently moved into an apartment with some friends of mine and still got a lot of transition kind of work to do. Some kind of life shit I gotta deal with. But hopefully this holds you over for the time being. Hope you had fun and hope to talk to you again. Take care.